What's going on, guys? So Matt from Nicromobeum here. I've just spoke to Matt about his Veyron and he's asked for an exhaust for it. I've got a load of bends already here. So these are 3.5-inch mandrel bends. This is titanium, by the way. These bends are 1.2mm wall thickness. So yeah, these are mandrel bends done by Performance True Products. So shout out to Jack. And these are polished, like super polished. I've obviously put dirty paw prints all over it, but yeah, I mean, these are what we're going to be using. These are 1.1D bends, and yeah, we're going to be using mandrel bends for this, just to like show everybody, because I've seen loads of people recently saying that they can't bend titanium. You can, because that's titanium. And yeah, I mean, I've already got the jig. This isn't my first Veyron exhaust. The other one's out there, like to the world already. So I've already got the jig. I don't even need to build a jig around it. So lovely stuff. I've already got all my measurements. I'm going to be slightly different because these are 1.1D bends rather than 1D, and obviously not pie cuts. There are going to be some pie cuts because there are, with the room that I've got, there is like a tight spot there, which pie cuts are going to be the only way. It's going to be like 0.9D or something, whereas obviously these are a lot more bendy. I've already started on the pie cuts for the collector at the bottom, so it's going to merge into a single 3.5-inch sort of like center piece. And yeah, like I said, 1.2mm wall thickness. I've got that in the like straight length of tube as well. So we're not going 1mm, we are going 1.2, which is a little bit more expensive. It's a little bit heavier, but you know, it's going on like over 1,000 brake horsepower car, and I've seen Matt and how he drives. Like everybody, he's not kind to that throttle. So yeah, it's going to see a lot of abuse. So we've gone for 1.2mm wall thickness for that extra strength. So these will never break. Although I've been doing this many years now, I'm yet to have an exhaust that's actually broken at the weld. So yeah, titanium. On the contrary to what people think, titanium is good for exhaust. You know, you can't prove me wrong. You can't prove me otherwise. So I've waffled enough anyway. Let's get started. So obviously I've gone for pie cuts for the collector. You'll see that more later in the video, but this essentially is, I've tacked it all already, but I do need to obviously break the tacks off. I've drawn the collector bit already because these are 120-degree angles, so they do actually sit sort of like that. I've got the other side done already, and then all I need to do now is get a bit of tube, which is going to go on like the end of that and the end of that, and yeah, that's pretty much the collector bit. It's going to be, I think the collector bit is going to be the hardest bit, and I've already done one before, so I already know all the measurements. It's already been planned out, and then yeah, what I'll do is build one side, because obviously I'm using mandrel bends. I'll do one side, take all the measurements out. Everything's going to be done in like 90-degree bends. I'll cut these in half to make them 45, map it out, and then I can do the other side. It'll just mirror it, and yeah, along the side with the side tips, because you don't want like, I wonder if we do the tips for the diffuser, because there's a bit in the exhaust. I've not got the original, but you've got a bit in the exhaust where it kind of like comes off and then goes into 2.5-inch exits for the diffuser. And I wonder if Matt, because it's going to be 3.5-inch all the way, do I need the side exits? It'll look weird, won't it, in the diffuser if I didn't have the side exits. It's just going to be a cutout, like an an oval cutout in the diffuser. It'll look weird. I'll do it anyway. I guess we get cracking. I've got 2 days to do this, so 2 days to get this done. So what I've got here is stuff. So what every business needs, everyone needs a jake, because if you don't have a jake, it makes life so much more difficult. But what Jake did, he's an absolute wizard on CAD. So what he did was, I gave him the measurements of the ply cuts. Said I wanted them to be at like a 120 degree angle. These are the amount of pie cuts. Gave him all my measurements, and he designed this on CAD. And all I need to do now is stick these pie cuts in here like so. Is that the right one? No, that's the wrong one. This one. Draw around it. I mean, that is, I don't know if you can see if it comes across on camera, but that is absolutely perfect. Now all I need to do, obviously I've done it, but cut it out, put them all together, tack them, and they'll form a perfect like collector. And yeah, it all depends on how well my cutting is with the angle grinder. So it might be a little bit out, but I mean, the hardest bit's done. So this is the hardest bit, the collector, to make it, you know, uniform. So that's that. Cheers, Jake. And yeah, I couldn't do it without Jake. Get yourself a Jake. You need a Jake. Anyway, let's get on with tacking these, cutting, tacking, maybe anodizing. Don't know a colour yet. Right, so a full day later, I've done one side. I've not anodized it yet, but we are sort of, you can kind of see how it's going to look. We are within, you can see it doesn't want to go any further that way than that arm there, so we've got plenty of room. Same with that one at the back, and we are pretty central. So I just needed to add 2 pie cuts and then remove a pie cut from the 90, which actually makes it 75 degree bend now. So yeah, added a I can't remember what that is, 30mm piece in there, and that's like a 25mm piece. But yeah, that's pretty much one side done. Do I anodize it? Gonna have to anodize this first, just because I think I'm gonna go, I don't know how I'm gonna anodize it yet. I haven't decided that yet. But how am I gonna anodize it? I think I'm gonna do like blue like at the top, and then just go around sort of like blue to purple, then gold, and probably finish off at a silver. Actually, I think that'll look quite cool actually, for the entire thing to transition through every single colour from like silver to blue. So, and there we go. That is one system all tacked up, other than like the side tips. But we'll get all this anodized first, and then all welded. So obviously I'm super pleased with how this has come out, because it's super level and everything. So just need to make sure this doesn't hit. Yeah, we've got loads of room all the way around, which is good stuff. Now, all I need to do, like I said, is anodize it. I'm going to anodize it. Going to anodize one side and then the other, just so it does match on either side, and then I will weld it. There are a few gaps which, once you weld, it does pull, so it's not going to fit properly. So I'm going to do sort of like a 45 and a 90, then the pie cuts are all going to be done separately, so I can put them all together. Obviously, once they are tacked, I've just put a line on them just so I know where they do line up and stuff. So last time I did this, in all pie cuts, once I started tacking everything together, I was cutting stuff and re-welding it. I ended up restarting it. So a lot of wastage, but we all learn from our mistakes sometimes. But like I said, this is all tacked up. Gonna go anodize this. We'll anodize it now. So you can, actually, I'll anodize it in the morning. It's currently about 8 o'clock at night. So I'm gonna call it a night there. Gonna head home. Gonna do this first thing in the morning. I'll get all this welded up by the end of tomorrow, and then just got the side tips to do, and then waiting on the V-band. So they'll be with me in a few days. So yeah, catch you in the morning. So right, we've got our bath. We're in. This is kind of what side is this? This is one side. Obviously I broke it in the middle because it does wrap around itself, but I want a nice gradual colour change, so it's going to go blue, purple, gold into like a silver towards the end, just for that collector at the bottom. So we're already live. This is just a bit of titanium, which we will put on the part itself. And if we, how do I do this? So we keep it touching. Want to keep the titanium touching like that. Touching, stay. And then what we'll do is we'll put the positive on one bit, and then we'll just swish the negative onto the other side. So hopefully you'll be able to see in real time that this bit here, you can see is already going gold. If it's going gold on camera, it's very gold here, but we'll, do I want to do it like that? No, I think I'm just going to do it one side at a time. Might make it a little bit easier. Just so we can go, so we go there. So we will make this super blue, like a really, like a very light blue into a purple around here. But the only thing is, it's going to colour on the top, but it's not going to colour underneath. So I'm going to have to, yeah, and flip it over. So we'll stay over this side for a minute. I don't know if that's showing up. This one needs changing actually. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but we are like a super light blue. So we'll take this out, you'll be able to see like the colour. So yeah, we're super light blue, moving down to a purple. We've got a little bit of gold there, but that's not going to be too much of an issue. But yeah, you can see how it's not anodized the other side, so I just need to go over this side, and yeah, we'll go on to the other bit. It's almost like a magic trick. That's what we'll need to do for all the pieces. So we can go, this is 56 volts. I'm just going to turn it down because I don't want to go past the blue on the other side. So yeah, it's kind of going light blue along there, going into a bit of a purple, and do we redo this bit? Make this a little bit more purple. Go over the top of it. Purple go on this side here. So that should be purple. Purpley. Yeah, I got a bit of a purple there, which is quite nice. It's actually a really nice colour. Don't know how it comes up on camera, but yeah, that's one side. So we're going to go from purple, which is going to be onto the ply cuts, purple round to the silver. So we can leave that to the side. Actually, put it to the side just so it does dry out. Don't want to weld it with water inside it. So one of the things which is the most important thing when welding titanium is having a like back purging. So what you see on top is basically what you see underneath or on the inside, and essentially if that doesn't happen, it goes all white and crusty. You don't get full penetration, you don't get any penetration with titanium at all. So any welding that's done, the weld will just sit on top, and it needs to be fully penetrated. Doesn't matter if it's a Ford Fiesta or Bugatti, you know, through the heat and like heat cycles and stuff. If it's not back purged, it will expand and contract to the point where it will crack and fail. So that's pretty much it. I guess just do a little time lapse of just welding these bits up. Once you've seen one lot of welding, you've pretty much seen them all. So, also what I like to do is, this is like the back side, like the underside that you don't see. So I'll start on the, you know, on the top, and do it. Yeah, I'll probably weld all the same direction as well, just because I'm really anal like that. But welding here, because essentially what you'll see on the car is like this bit here. You won't see the stop start. So we'll leave this exactly how it is. So yeah, a bit dusty. But yeah, clean gloves, fresh gloves, other than burning them off the other day. So yeah, got a clean tungsten. No, we'll replace that. And this is my last tungsten before I need to start sharpening a load more. Right, so we are about 8 hours deep into doing all the welding. We're 8 hours deep. It's currently 10 o'clock at night, and I'm just about done with the main body. It looks so good. It looks sick. Check it out. Like I said before, that this is for like the second spoiler. So as long as it sits underneath that, it's perfect. We are dead center on that line as well, all the way around. You can see that line there is a center point which goes all the way down the center of this, and then obviously a nice clean circle. This just keeps it in place because it does rock, but I mean, looks mental. So that's the easy bit done. Now all I need to do now is the side tip section where it goes into the diffuser. So I think I need to cut how many pie cuts do I need? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pie cuts I think I need to cut. So 16 pie cuts, drill into the main body of the system. There's a load of fingerprints on it actually I need to get rid of. But get all that welded, and last thing is the hangers and V-bands and the actual, what is it, like the bolts, because they're basically screwed on, they're not just normal hangers, they're actually bolted on. The bolts turned up, so I can actually get started on those, and that's pretty much it. Let's crack on, let's carry on. Right, it's done, apart from the V-bands, which are coming tomorrow. And then we're heading straight over to Matt to test fit. Hangers are on, apart from one hanger, because I realised I didn't order enough bar. So actually, yeah, the V-bands and one hanger, which I need like 7 inches before, but it's all together pretty much. Like I said, 3 welds, and it's done. So when I said I needed 14 pie cuts, I think it was in the last clip, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 14 pie cuts for either side. It sits in the, like you can see the pen mark there, as long as it's like straight to like straight back, it's going to fit in the cutouts. It fits, oh, let's move that because that's in the right place there. So it fits up to that point, which is perfect, and it's central, it's level. It goes under this, which is where the spoiler goes under, and yeah, how mad does that look? If you go from like, look at that, so pleased. So what I'll do is, let me just take it out of the jig, and you know, you'll be able to see it without all the metal work around it, but this looks mad. I know I'm using my bare hands and there is a lot of hand marks on that, but I will give it a wipe down. But yeah, let's have a little look at this. So obviously I've got my 3D printed V-bands on the end of those, but that goes on there like so. But there we go. How mental does that look? And like I said, missing one hanger off the side, but that is probably do an extra brace just across down the side and the back. But yeah, how crazy does that look? So now what I'm going to be doing is twiddling my thumbs until I get the V-bands. I won't be twiddling my thumbs, got other stuff to do, but I guess the next clip will be welding the V-bands on, which is tomorrow. And then we're going to head over to Matt and test fit it, and yeah, we'll see. Well, I already know what it sounds like. I know what these systems sound like with a new titanium system. It sounds mental. So yeah, let's snap our fingers and head straight to tomorrow to weld on the V-bands. And there we go. Not quite tomorrow, because Mr. Postman decided that he didn't want to actually post these. Actually 2 days later, which is gutting. But again, Jack from Performance Tube products, like these are so clean. But we need to anodize these, because we are actually, if we have a look here, do I leave them silver or do I blue them up? I'm not totally sure how we're going to do that. I'm going to blue them up. I'm going to anodize them, because obviously I've got a second one there as well. So I'm going to anodize them, whack them on there, put my tag on this bit here, I think. So I'm going to be here or here. I don't know where I'm going to put it actually. But let's get anodized and let's do a quick clip of welding these up. Even though I said I was going to film welding the V-bands, I decided to take a photo instead of switching it over to camera, or video. So that's on me. However, we're all done. Check it out. It looks mad. Like from the top down, because obviously the Bugatti has got 2 spoilers, and the one that goes, when they do raise up, you'll see all this will be exposed. So awesome. I mean, super pleased with it. How good does that look? Got my tag there. I really like it when I get a weld going straight through the tag, and yeah, you can kind of sort of like just breaks it up a little bit. How cool. And obviously that's not for everybody. I mean, I just like that, so that's why I did it. But yeah. Obviously, you've got the transition, so it goes all the way from blue to purple to gold and then silver. And then obviously I've done it with the tips as well, the side tips. So we'll get all that wrapped up and sent over to Matt's and see what he thinks to it. But for me, that's everything. So if you've come to me before you've gone to Matt's video, then what you're doing, go and have a look at Matt's video, go and see what it sounds like, because I know already that this is going to sound mental. But yeah, that's everything from me. Catch you in the next one. Cheers.